Hello everyone, I am Tacit, and today we are going to be going over the raids, week 18, day 3 of Gems of War, as well as messing around with some things in version 4.3. If you guys have any questions about it, feel free to just ask. We went over the changelog and a good bulk of the update, of course, yesterday's stream. And we're mainly just going to be doing raids and messing around with some other stuff, mainly the rebalance of some stuff that we didn't really get to try today. Tomorrow, and probably the rest of this week, other than Friday for the new Mythic, I will be mainly covering the other account. There's two reasons for this. One is on Thursday. Tomorrow is a class event, so I want to go try for an orb on that on the other account, and just grind out for that. The other reason is, while it's not a vault event for the main game, it is a vault event for the Nintendo Switch next week. So, or for this weekend, I should say. So, yeah, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or at least the later part of Friday, will be spent on Nintendo Switch account to try to grind out all of that quite extensively, since it's the first vault event of the platform. But yeah, Friday morning we will be covering the new Mythic, though. A video for it, as well as the stream for a few hours. And then pretty much all of the rest of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday will be towards the Nintendo Switch account. So that's one of the reasons I want to do this now, as this might be the last time we're playing raids on this account this week. I'll probably do a little bit more later, depending on where we rank within the guilds. But pretty much every last sigil we have left, which I believe is, what, 8 right now? Should have like 8. We need to go finish. Upstairs Guild Wars, not raids. How many do we have left? Not counting Val Ravens, of course. We have 12, so we need to make sure that goes down to 0 before the end of the stream, that is for sure. And hopefully we'll be pretty close to most rewards. We're actually almost already there, almost at 9. I won't have that this stream, and then of course 10 should be by like Friday, so yeah, we should be fine. Also, while we're here, let's go claim the orb, might as well. Already in this menu. Oh, 3 Celestials. Actually, why am I happy about 3 Celestials? On the other account I would be. Oh, that's what I'm happy about though, Blue Orb. We've actually had really insanely good luck on orbs lately. I have no clue why, but orbs have been going very, very well into our favor. Also, why have I not taken tribute yet? Let me go grab that. Let's go grab all that. What do we have? We got a 12, and apparently 2 people said we were helpful. Thank you. And there we go. Also, I haven't taken my legendary task yet, and apparently someone gave a gift as well. Any mythics in there? Silent One. Bone Dragon. Both useless. Both useless. Stop giving us legends we already have a billion copies of. And Lady Dragonheart ended up giving us a little gift of one little key thing there. Very nice. It's basically like 1 gem key, and every single person in the guild gets it, so very, very useful. It also gives her a gift thingy that she can gift someone for 25 gems. I still don't feel like it's that worth the value, but some people still get it on occasion. Let's see. Also, let me go back in chat real quick. My bad. Hello, William. Hello, Connor. Hello, Zeddicus. Hello, Andrew. Hello, CJ. What do I know about the new Mythic? We know that it's a double true damage troop that has a summon of either a Wraith or a Lust, and that is basically going to be useless. That is pretty much what this Mythic's going to be. Maybe not Gargantor level useless, but it's definitely below the bottom half. Like the halfway point, it is below that. The only thing it's really going to be used for is maybe in true damage teams, and maybe if you desperately need a summon. Both of its summons aren't that bad, particularly Wrath. However, I personally don't see any context where it's really going to be useful. But we'll see as we go and test it around and see what it can be used with. But it seems like it's going to be pretty underwhelming for the most part. Hello, Captain. Hello, Connor. Do I ever check Facebook? Pretty much never. I don't really use social medias for the most part. The only reason we even have a Facebook is because a bunch of people requested that I get at least 1 social media. So we end up opting for Facebook. But yeah, pretty much never use any social media these days, or ever, for the most part. So that would not be a good location to try to message me. I guess I might start making, we might eventually get a Discord channel, because normally if anyone messages me on Discord, I do get around to it. Well, I don't check it as often. I do actually check it. So anyone who does message me there, I normally can get around to. Someone on the chat said that you're live. Yes, we are live. So I wanted to say hi. Well, thank you, Lampart. Let's see. Hello, Sippleman. Hello, Candy. And hello, everyone else. Welcome. Anyways, let's get into raid stuff. Guild, raids, and we got several battles. Of course, this week we have almost 0 options to use for this game mode, so we're basically just using the standard Mang into the raid troop, which this week is Lord Irandril. And we're just doing it with two Queen Auroras. If you don't have 2 Queen Auroras, one Queen Aurora, and Elspeth. If you don't have that, run 2 Elspeths, or 1 Elspeth and Christinex, or any other combination of 2 things you want there. But double Elspeth would probably work out. Even though she's the same color, she's technically not, because she creates a random troop, and you get a bunch of mana generation for him as well. So it ended up working out quite nicely. Okay, so... what do I even grab for? I guess at this point we just go directly into Mang. Don't even wait. So he gets a convert there. Really big convert. We'll go and grab... I guess we just take blues and yellows for now. We already have our barrier. I guess we re-barrier. Even more barrier. And then let's go for the blue to yellow. That'll definitely be full mana, and it leaks into her. Skull is enough to kill, so we go for it. Gotta be getting them when we can, because it feels like the board never has them when we need it. So let's throw that, kill the raid boss. Raid boss still easily in kill range, even this mid-range into the event. And I'm pretty sure if we start going even like further, it's going to be really easy to kill. Also, once we finally get potions next week, we're going to be able to see how that actually pans out for some of these events. So when you end up buying more sigils, it might not actually be as annoying to use all your sigils sometimes. And then, yeah, we'll have to see how that pans out. We still haven't gotten that added to the game. It will be added starting next week. There'll also be a bunch of emoticons and stuff off of it, and weekly objectives they can get. And if you don't get it during the first week, don't worry, you will be able to buy them for a very small amount of gems. I don't think it's said in the change notes, but from what they previously said, it should only be, I believe, 10 gems to rebuy it. So if you missed the title from a past event or some kind of thing from a last event, you can get it for like 10 gems about a month or 2 after the fact. I think it's about 2 or 3 months actually, they end up saying. But just to give value to people who get it immediately. But yeah, we'll see how that pans out. Also, I think some emoji packs will be money only. I'm not sure if they're ever going to be coming in. I need to go and make sure to clarify that from them. Still not sure what's exactly up with that. But also, I was wondering what that random dot is right there. It's actually my alarm clock, oddly enough. Not actually, you know, it's that little dot isn't literally my alarm clock. But, you know, in the background, all the way back there, it is my alarm clock. That's funny. What happens is it has such a bright screen that actually somewhat shows through the, it shows through the background. So that's what's happening there. So I'm actually doing it in that order because I'm using his amount of mana he just gained in order to one-shot him. If I did not let him gain that mana, he would not have died to that ability. So that is why we waited. Okay, so all we need now is a skull. Queen Aurora, please have the capability of hitting skulls. I know you don't, but it would be so useful right now. There we go. For Rage, you're using Trickster Shot, Wisp 2 times, and Raid Troop so far is going well. Yeah, you could definitely do that. Trickster Shot's the, oh yeah, we could even go that now. We'd have to have less color overall in our team. But yes, we could go down that route. We could go Trickster Shot the boss, kill it with Lord Rondel, and then just cast kill the other ones, which might actually work out a little bit better, because we keep having an excess of mana. I hate having to show something that most people don't have, though. But, you know what? Let's go try Trickster method. Might as well. We have double Queen Aurora, so it is going to work out quite nicely. It does make it so we're using 2 whole less colors, but I believe that does open up a minus brown or a minus red banner that gives us a better option. Or not. Okay. Do we have a +2 yellow, +1... Oh, wait, duh. I forgot. We can check now. So I need to find a minus red banner or a minus... brown. So let's go check it this way, and we'll easily be able to find one. So there we go. We can just go with that then. Boom. Easy as that. See, look at those new banner sorts. So useful. Okay, so we'll go with this then, now that we're not using red. And let's give this a shot. Yeah, Trickster Shot's still like one of the top 5-10 weapons in the game or so. Unfortunately, most people don't own it. Also, that little animation now shows whenever you get like a Valraven or something. Make sure it's easier to tell when you get a Valraven or something. Normally, the sound enough is pretty obvious, but it goes over top your screen just to make sure you don't miss it. Like, hey, there's a Valraven. Make sure to go get it. It does the same for gnomes and stuff too, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll grab that. Obviously, we'll Trickster Shot last slot. As much as I want to hit that Valraven, we will not have enough damage. Even now, we barely even have enough damage, but it is enough, so it'll work. We'll take a green here, ideally purple. I think we have +1 extra on purple. So we'll move that over. We'll have full mana next turn, so let's do that. Get the kill, get the kill, get the kill. Dead, dead, dead. Okay, and easy as that. Get that up. Now everything's in one-shot range, and then we just kill out the other 2. How do you get Trickster Shot? If you currently do not own Trickster Shot, it is literally impossible to own, which is why I normally don't like showing it, because there's a lot of people that don't currently own it. I think only like 25% of the player base does or something. It was available about almost a year ago at this point, actually. I think like 9 months ago or so. but there's currently been no way to reobtain it since then. It will likely be reobtainable in some way, shape, or form into the future. But as it currently stands, there's literally no way to get this weapon. Which is why I normally don't show it, and I show Mang and stuff instead. But it is actually the better option here. Sometimes it's the better option for Bounty Hunter as well, and a few other game modes. But Raids and Tower of Doom are probably the two biggest locations where this weapon gets used. If you were to use this weapon. Though in almost every situation, you can use Mang instead. It's just a little bit clunkier in some. Just because with Mang, you are 100% skull dependent, whereas this does everything off of its cast itself. Makes it a little bit better. So we're in a bit of a weird situation here, because we do not have enough damage to kill anything, because they have such high base HP. So let's take a blue to blue, kill the Zhugeoff, go from there. I also can't target them because they're stealthy. Well, I guess I technically could have targeted that while I was stunned. But we'll have to hit that one. And now we should have enough to one-shot them all. Now, luckily, this thing gets enchant once you get the other perks on it, so now all we have to do is just wait it out. We'll take the brown for now. Oh, why did I take brown? I should take a yellow. So used to using Mang. Okay. Skull I'm actually just going to ignore. We are using the hero class as barriers, or one of them. So as long as we take a brown every single time or distract him from a skull, he cannot really hurt us. So we'll take that purple there. That'll be enough to one-shot the first slot, I guess, because it's going to intimidate us with its ability. It's stunned, so we can hit it. And now let's get the mana back, and that should pretty much be match. Hello, analyst! Welcome! What is the spell? It's somewhat like Mang, except it's a cast version of Mang. It destroys all of an enemy's armor, then it deals some damage to them, which is normally enough to one-shot. But the main component of it that's relevant is it increases its magic by 2, boosted by the armor destroyed at a 3-to-1 boost ratio. So if we're destroying 300 armor, we are gaining 100 additional damage per cast. So it's basically like Mang, except it's a lower boost ratio, but it goes to magic, which allows you to basically one-shot everything with your cast, instead of one-shot everything with your skulls. So yeah, there's some instances where this will just be better, because there are instances where casting spam is better than trying to skull spam, particularly when you don't actually have a skull spam option on your team. But yeah, it's a pretty decent weapon, one of the best in the game. It's basically the inverse of Mang. It does the same thing that Mang does, except it's magic based instead of skull based, where you have to cast instead of taking skulls. Oddly enough, though, it actually does Hunter's Mark the first slot, even though it is spell-based, which I always found to be kind of weird on it. But if you notice right here, he'll get Hunter's Marked from us casting that, which is kind of strange, given that it's supposed to be a cast weapon, not a skull damage weapon. But it still has okay skull damage as well, which is kind of interesting. I guess technically Mang has decent spell damage, too, at least for its first cast. Because if you're tearing something that has like 100 armor, you're doing like 120 damage, because the base damage and all the armor you tore. But of course, this overall is doing way more. So we don't have enough to kill here, but we will destroy that for now. Then move it into kill range. That also redoes this Hunter's Mark, so we can kill him in one skull. Queen Aurora to full mana in a second. Actually, is she completely blocked? Yes, she's actually completely blocked. Never mind. Mana will leak into her. However, if we don't have those manas up, it actually is blocked. And unfortunately, we do not have a way to do anything with that. If we had Hunter's Mark, we could kill it right now. I guess we try for a Sky Skull. Didn't get it, okay. Well, we have enough to kill something now. Can't hit the stealthy, so we'll just hit that, skull down that, and go from there. What else? What else? Grab the yellow to purple. That mana going. 1 mana short. Because we're about to gain 2 right there. Unfortunate, but let's take that green for now. That guy still has stealthy. Is there no skull we can take? Oh, there it is. Okay. We'll take that skull, and then we kill him with Trickster, and that should be a match. Hello, analyst. Welcome. Oh, I just said hi to you. Let's see. Hello, Kels. Salty just said something about iOS on chat. Anyone know what it was? Did she? I know she's in global chat right now, if I'm not mistaken. Or she was when I was going on to stream. But I'm not sure if she was saying something related to it. Is iOS not working? Let's see. How would I know that? Not sure what she's asking. Where's Salty? Where did Salty go? She was just here earlier. Salty! Wait, where did she go? I just sworn she was just here moments ago. There she is. Anyways, I don't know where she went now. Okay, back to the grind. It's issues on Apple's end, and the patch got delayed. Well, that's very unfortunate. Not the first time that Apple has ruined something with this game. It's the reason why redeem codes have to be claimed externally, because Apple was being annoying with it. I forget what policy they had, but whatever it was, it basically forced them to have to remove it out of the game and put it onto their website instead, which was really weird. I'm still not exactly sure exactly the full thing with that, but that did have to happen like last year. And it made it so we couldn't have redeem codes for like 6 months because they were trying to fix it just for Apple's sake. Yeah, everything wrong that has ever happened with this game is probably Apple's fault. No, just kidding. Yeah, probably Apple, Sony, or Microsoft's. Almost always. Because something on console version, something on the Apple side, or something on the PS4 side. On PS4 and Xbox, it was privacy policy related stuff. And so far on Apple, it was mainly only redeem codes. So I don't know if there was anything else behind the scenes that they've ever had to change specifically because of Apple. Because given like a year and a half ago, you used to just be able to claim the redeem codes in game. All you had to do was go into the shop menu. So even got people into the shop menu. All you had to do was go to the shop, and there was a button in this top right corner that said redeem codes. And then you just typed them in there. And you didn't even have to put your invite code or anything, just a redeem code. Because obviously, you were already in your account. So you didn't have to do that. All you have to do is just click that, boom, type it in, copy, paste, boom, and good to go. That's not a thing anymore. Well, it is still a thing, you know. You just have to claim it externally. Also, before I forget, while we're here, let me go claim my dailies real quick. Let's just go do a quick key team and go kill it down with a, the other one with, I guess, key team as well. Never mind. I was going to say something else, but yeah, I think we actually run key for both. Because key gives free gold. Who doesn't want extra gold on top of their anything? Okay, we'll go grab a red right over there. We can then just destroy out the entire board. Let me actually grab the extra gold so we get even more destroyed to clear out the entire board and dead. And just do this 2 more times and dead again. So is the Switch not being updated to 4.3 yet? That is correct. 4.3 on Switch will be delayed. How long, we do not know. I don't think they gave an official time, but it's probably a few weeks. Probably by the end of this month. However, no official date has been given. But expect late April. But no time has been given yet. So even late April might not be the case. Yeah, we'll find out soon. Oh, yes, the stream went down for like 2 seconds. Should be back up now. Stream is back. There we go. Yeah, stream went down for like literally 2 seconds. Whoops. Maybe longer than that. On my side, it showed it only going down for about 2 seconds. When it does that, still keeps doing it for whatever reason. I honestly have not the slightest clue why. We could stream for like 8 hours straight and it might not even do it a single time. Yet we stream at night for like 1 or 2 hours. And for whatever reason, it likes to disconnect. Why is it taking so long? I have no clue. It could be for any number of reasons. I'll ask them that. I would have not the slightest clue why. Salty probably wouldn't even know. We'll throw that down. And just key to key. I'd assume one of the other reasons is just because the game literally just started as well. That and they're trying to fix some other things on Nintendo Switch version, like the really broken bracket system. The bracket system is basically not even a bracket system on Nintendo Switch. It is really pointless right now. Some of the best guilds in the entire game are in the second to lowest bracket in the game. So I'm not sure what they're going to do to fix that. I assume what they're going to do is they're going to do absolutely nothing to fix it this week, but then base next week's off of what the actual scores were. Like whoever had the overall high score, they put in first, so on and so forth. Even though that might seem a little bit unfair, I think for the very first Guild Wars, that will be fine, because basically everyone just got put into random brackets. But if they simply just do it based on the score that they ended up getting this week's Guild War for all future Guild Wars, or, you know, for next week's Guild War, so that puts it back on track, I think that would probably work. Because most of the highest scores in all of the brackets are in like 20, 21, 22, 23. I think bracket 2 still has 9 zeros, if I'm not mistaken, currently, which is hilarious. And bracket 1 has like 1/10 the points of some of the people in bracket 23, which is really funny. Oh, I did not mean to. That is not what I wanted to cast on. I meant to cast you, not Trickster shot. Whoops. Whoops. Not that big a deal though. We'll let him take that skull. Wait, we do a barrier, right? Yeah. So we'll go throw this onto his first. This will not kill, but it'll bring it into 1 skull range. And now he's dead. Should have taken it with green. But should be pretty much good from here. Move that over, get some purples. Haha, Tim Apple. All the Apple jokes with the mistake that Trump made. Always pretty funny. Has that actually became a really big meme? I don't normally follow meme culture. Has Tim Apple actually became a big meme now? Who wouldn't be surprised if it has? We'll go into that. Hello, Zach. Welcome. We'll go take that. Grab a... oh, we got Valraven in play. Take that down. Get a Trickster onto the last slot there. Hello, David. I've been doing pretty good. Pretty good. A little busy with stuff, but overall pretty well. We should have some time this weekend to go and grind out the Switch version at least. As well as tomorrow we'll be grinding out the leaderboard thingy a little bit later in the day. Is 92 enough to kill? No, it is not. That is very unfortunate. We have no direct way of killing the Valraven, so I gotta steal his mana before he escapes. I guess we just take the yellow. I gotta find some way to kill him, so we'll go do that. I'll bring him down to 6 HP, which is not enough, obviously. And then we'll take it out with that. Okay, Valraven neutralized. Now we just need to not lose the battle. We should be manageable. Let's take that. 2 turns, we get full mana. We'll just take a blue because we're already going to have full mana. Pointless kind of taking the other mana. Then we kill that, which is super overkill, but it's better to kill that, as this thing has almost no threat in winning. Not to mention one skull will kill it at this point, because we have a punch barrier. Let's take green, and that's match. Even if we didn't get Surge there, we would have gotten 2 mana off the enchant, and he's dead. What would you use if you don't have Queen Aurora? Elspeth. You would end up using Elspeth there. And if you don't have both the Queen Auroras, you'd use double Elspeth or Christine X Elspeth, either or. Whichever way you want to go about it. But you basically just keep replacing them with Elspeths. Obviously fully traded Elspeths. Well, take that on last slot there. Your friend is like you. He loves this guy because you're always mentioning your tips about the game. Oh, thank you for that. Let's see. Well, we'll go and... what do we even take here? We'll just take blue for now. Into a free turn, apparently. And then we just Trickster shot. We'll just do it on you because we don't really have too many other options. Zhugeoff. I need to wait till he gets a little bit more mana. We're not going to have enough damage to kill him, actually. We're going to have to wait on that. Let's take a yellow for now. Grab that mess. He'll do whatever's there. Take a skull. Somehow it's still not dead. I don't have any drop for it either. Let's just take blue for now. That's enough to hopefully kill the boss. I think with how much mana he currently has, it should be. Currently sitting on 22. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Just in case, let's give him even more mana. Kill that out. He'll take some more mana. And he should be dead. There we go. Okay, what do we need here? Let's grab a drop into that. Never mind, we don't. I don't even have a drop to a drop either. Hoping we could do that red into that yellow into that yellow. But we can't do that. Can't do anything here, actually. Wow, all these moves are bad. I guess we just retake barrier. But then again, we already had barrier. So even that move is bad. Okay, let's take that for now. Grab our greens. That's way more than enough mana. She still has stealthy, doesn't she? That's unfortunate. Awkward moment when Mang would be better in this situation. Because we'd want the skulls. We've actually had a lot of skulls this particular battle. First, we have no way of controlling the skull flow without an actual skull-related troop. But this battle ends up getting lucky if we were actually using Mang, but we aren't. Let's do that. Second Scorpius. 2-time Scorpius normally isn't that great of an idea. Mainly because he's... you can multicast him now. So most teams only end up ever using one Scorpius. You don't really ever need to use multiple these days. Having 2 of them, I guess you could use for some brown Guild War teams if you truly wanted to. However, there's normally better options out there than running double of them. Let's see. We'll go and take a hit onto Zhugeoff. That is 95 damage and not enough to kill any of them. Looks like we're outside of the 1 kill range. That's unfortunate. Maybe we do switch back to Mang. Because normally with Mang, I think we'd always have 1 shot. Oh no! We've just been webbed. Time to switch to Mang. But yeah, Mang, the one biggest issue with this, similar to how Mang hates Entangle, while it's very rare for teams to use it, this team does, anything with Trickster Shot does extremely hate the mechanic of web, and that is because we have 0 magic for its duration. This is obviously not good, because the entirety of that thing's damage is based on its magic. However, I am still going to cast here, just because I want to tear away his armor into almost 1-shot range. Also gives us more damage. Oh no, it doesn't. Never mind. I forgot. One other effect of web is you cannot gain magic while you are webbed. But never mind. Scratch that. Okay, now we can actually do something. So how much damage is that? 95, which is just from our first cast that we end up doing of it, because the second cast did not boost ratio it at all. I should probably take a purple soon before we die on hero. Hopefully that doesn't randomly hit it. I think there's enough purple for him to recast. How much purple is currently on the board? I actually have to take a purple here just to make sure he doesn't kill us, or just so he doesn't get his mana back. There's still a chance he could have killed, but we'll take that for now. Now we need a brown or something, that or just keep taking skulls, so he can't really do anything. But I think I'm actually going to opt for a brown, just because I don't want to accidentally give him a double skull off the top, so we'll do that. Throw this at you. Now we just get some barrier onto it by doing this on green or purple, even though they're not really that populated on the board. I do need it. We'll do that. He'll get a bunch of mana from it. But overall, I think it was still in our favor. We end up gaining barrier and everything from it. I do not have a drop, so we'll just try for... nothing worth trying for. I guess we'll just take that for now. No, not... seriously! That's a random web, and he gets it every time on a first slot. It is supposed to be random. Doesn't look too random. Okay, we'll go and just kill it out. I need to get rid of that web forever, so we don't get trolled by it again. Regain our barrier. Now we just kind of wait. Now we'll take the blue over, get a Trickster shot onto his... actually, ideally, we could kill it with this on his first slide. I don't think we have enough damage, though. I might have to do that twice, or throw a skull somewhere in there. I guess we're still going to have to throw a skull. Oops, that's not what I want. We throw this, then we throw a skull, if he would ever give us one. One down. That's fine. No skull yet. Take that one. And Trickster should be enough to kill. Yeah, 128. He'll just poke something, and dead. Let's see. Don't single-use spells make using multiple of the same troop useless anyway? Yes, but you're allowed to use Scorpius multiple times. His ability was in the past that you can only use him once, and then if you used it once, every single thing on the team would only be used once. Or, you know, if you can't multi-use it, even if you have multiple on the team. However, Scorpius was changed several patches ago, like almost half a year ago, maybe a little bit longer, but about a half a year ago. He was changed to no longer have single cast. Zhugeoff was actually changed to no longer have it this patch, actually, oddly enough. A lot of them that used to have it no longer have it. Scorpius no longer has it. Zhugeoff no longer has it. I forget what other ones might not no longer have it, but those are the two most noteworthy ones that no longer have a restriction to only one cast. Yeah, Scorpius got it ages ago. However, Zhugeoff just got it this patch. Of course, Zhugeoffs in invasions and raids have always had it. However, the player-owned version of Zhugeoff just got it this patch. Unfortunately, I can't really show that. That's actually probably one of the bigger change other than the Goblin Rocket one. But we don't own a Zhugeoff yet. But that does mean Zhugeoff's actually viable now that they made that change. He's only viable for one thing, though, and one thing only. And that is raids. Delves. Delves is the only thing that he's actually viable for. However, he is viable for it now, even though we don't own a copy of him. He's particularly good in locations where you can't use High King Iron Gut. For example, places like Crypt. Crypt does not allow High King Iron Gut, but it does allow a Zhugeoff team. So you can end up using it for stuff like that. I know, now to just get a Zhugeoff. But yeah, I never actually showed that on stream yet. I mentioned it, but didn't show it. But if we go over to Soulforge, go over to Zhugeoff, which I still need a copy of. Soon, very soon, Zhugeoff, you will be ours. But, yeah, he now no longer has one cast. No longer on his ability does it say he's restricted to one cast. He now can infinitely cast this ability for 32 mana, and is almost the exact opposite colors of a Iron Gut, too, which makes him really, really good. The only overlap they have is blue, so there's still nothing for green. However, between Zhugeoff and since every single delve is 2 manas, between Zhugeoff and High King Iron Gut, the meta is literally just Zhugeoff and High King Iron Gut now for every single delve, since those two alone are allowed to solo every delve, just simply by spamming their ability. It's a little bit more inconsistent than Iron Gut, because you don't gain stats, and the scroll spam could kill yourself. But basically, you can now infinitely cast Kill an Enemy, which does hit through Barrier. Not all of them do, but this one does. Burn and freeze all remaining enemies, so decent with the freeze there. And then creates 12 skulls, which is actually almost a bad thing now that it's spammable. I mainly say that because it can easily backfire. However, 12 skulls is definitely not a small amount of skulls, so hopefully it won't backfire. However, if the board is not heavily populated with at least like 10 plus skulls, or at least in good locations for the skulls it does have, it's probably going to hit yourself, so you got to be careful with that. But yeah, he has Impervious, he has a Jinx, he has 5 to all stats whenever he matches skulls. Though do keep in mind he has to be in first slot to actually utilize that. If he's in any other location, he cannot. Similar how it worked with Great Maul. But yeah, he's an insanely good delve option now. Only problem is we can't craft him. We're very close though. We are very, very close. If I actually go check, how close are we? If I go over to guild and I go over to that's not what I want. If I go over to collection, I go over to all of our inventory. Let's go see. To figure this out, I have to go and get my orbs divided by 4. And that's how many major orbs we have. So 54, divide that by 4. So that comes out to 13 with 2 spears. And then we end up dividing that by 3, which comes out to 4 with 1 spare. Or technically, if we do that, that's 6 spears then. So let's just do that then. So that's another 4. Or wait. Never mind. That's how many overall orbs we have. Wait. Hold up. I think I'm 2 smalls away. I am. Wait, hold up. I didn't even realize that. I am 2 small blues away from owning a Zhugeoff, if and only if we scrap every small blue orb. I do want to make sure we have some excess small blues before I do that. But yeah, we're only 2 small blues away. We are so close. We are so close. We can almost taste it. But yes, we are 2 small blue orbs away from owning Zhugeoff. You know what that means? How many Volkeys do we have? We have 2 Volkeys. Come on, Major Blue. I'm going to do this and try getting a Major Blue. Or who knows, maybe 2 smalls. But let's see if we can get ultra lucky. Come on, let's see how our luck is today. We've been really good on blue luck lately. Maybe we can finally close the gap and own Zhugeoff right now. That'd be funny. Probably not, though. But it's worth a shot. Let's see. I need to make sure I have some amount of excess of small blues, though. I have to have at least 2 small blues on reserve for when event weeks switch over. So technically, I actually need 4 more small blues. However, 1 major blue would actually cover that gap, which is what we're trying for right now. Because 1 major blue is basically 4 small blues. What do we have? What do we have? No! Useless Soul Gnome. Oh, we're repeating the useless vault keys over again. Okay. Well, let's go get these down. Go get our Infernus. Infernus. Throw our Firebird, I mean. Oh, they're both made of fire. And what do we have? Oh! Oh, wow. Look at those drops other than that, though. Those are awful. But it could be it. This could be the moment we own Zhugeoff. It has to be a blue. It has to be a blue. We have, what is that, a 15% chance? We've had really good orb luck the last few days, though. So who knows? Maybe we'll get something good. But this has to be a blue for us to own Zhugeoff. It could happen. That's all we need. It's, I think, 15% chance. I know, drum roll. What is it? I know, it's going to be a green. It's almost guaranteed going to be a green or something. But if this is blue, we own Zhugeoff right now. And we'll go run him in some delve real quick just for fun. But let's see. Do we own Zhugeoff? Ah! The green strikes again. Okay, we'll own Zhugeoff probably next week. Anyways, in other news, let's go to the pet. That was to be expected, though. Green's like 35% chance or something. Well, at least it's like 7,000 something souls, but we have like 5 million, if not more. So that doesn't really mean much. I'll move that over. Okay, what do we take here? Let's grab a purple. I know, who could have guessed? I'll take the green there. Oh, it didn't surge. Is there a usable Scorpius team? Not really. However, it is very occasionally used with Uriali, because Uriali poisons all enemies, and then you can get a double kill with it. Other than that, it's somewhat used on some brown teams, not necessarily for its ability, but for the fact that it has a +1 stats to all browns per turn. The only other instance it's sometimes used with in early game to mid game, particularly in Brown Guild Wars, or but also just in general, is with a Wyvern. Wyvern hits the first 2 enemies while poisoning the last 2 enemies, whereas Scorpius kills the last 2 enemies if they're poisoned. So it has perfect synergy with a Wyvern. The only problem is that they have very similar coloration. However, that is also a benefit because you could use both of them on a Brown Guild War day. But there's not much of a use for Scorpius. He is one of the weaker mythics. Not useless, but he's extremely situational. Basically, Brown Guild War day is the only viable situation that you can get away with him with. Sometimes early game delves you could use him for too. But of course, there's a lot of things that have immune to poison. But if you happen to be up against a delve layout that has almost no immune to poison, it'd be okay. Do be careful of that one Undead Room, though. There is one Undead Room that gives Undying to everything, and Undying has immune to a poison on it for the rest of the Delve, which would basically make that team useless for the rest of the Delve, essentially. But yeah, he's very situational and almost never used, unfortunately. Grinding on Switch account. What is an early game map farming method? The early game map farming method, since you probably don't have 2 Tyries yet, there's 2 teams. There's Green Seer, Giant Spider, double Tyrie, but if you don't have that yet, the other alternative is to run Dryad, Goblin Shaman, Dryad Tyrie with Frozen Banner. If you do not currently own a Tyrie, you get it for free from completing out the Kingdom of Zol carry. So just go do that. I think I might even have the team already set up on my other account, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I don't even have it up yet. Let me go show it real quick. But yeah, I'll go bring it up on the other account. Let me just wait till it loads up. Click OK. Let me go the window menu. Actually, do I even have my Nintendo Switch turned on? Because I don't believe the home button works unless it is. Okay, yeah, it is. There we go. Let me just go show it real quick. Let's see. We'll head over to Gems of War. Go grab our tribute while we're there and all that good stuff. Go grab all that. Pick a brown. Get a key down. Let's see. Let me go mute the audio of this game because it's going to do 2 audios if I don't. Let's see. Wait, is it not picking up? Hold up. Never mind. It doesn't seem to be picking up my thingy. Come on. Pick up the screen. Okay, now it is. That's weird. Why wasn't it earlier? Not picking up the audio for whatever reason. Okay, there it goes. It's going black screen, and now it should be. Come on. Come on. Cooperate with me, OBS. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys can hear the audio. You should be able to. Anyways, where were we? Let's go take our tribute real quick. And the team I was referring to is you go to Broken Spire, you go to Challenges, you go to the 4th challenge in Broken Spire, which has a Fortress Gate. You could also do 5th challenge. The whole point of it is to have this troop on the opposing team, which has 0 attack, and you just farm against it. And then you use the team of this one. Is this the more expensive one? No, this is a cheaper one. And this was the one I was referring to. This is the cheapest soul farm, or the cheapest map farming team you could build. It is Dryad, which is, well, all these are rares and Tyrie you get for free. It's Dryad, Goblin Shaman, Dryad, Tyrie with a Frozen Banner, which is +2 blue, +1 purple, -1 red. You basically just keep casting Dryad and Barrier spam your first slot. Goblin, they both create greens. Goblin Shaman creates greens off an extra turn. This creates greens without an extra turn, but if it happens to hit an extra turn, of course, you get an extra turn. And Tyrie, you just keep spamming on everything other than green. Normally purple and whatever other color tends to cascade. And the whole point of why she's a map farming troop is she has a 20% chance to gain a map every time she casts her ability. So every single time you do that, she will have a chance of doing that. Ideally, you do want to level her some. Her amount of gems that she destroys is based on her magic, and early on in the game, if you don't have any magic kingdoms yet, she will have a very low amount. You want to make sure she can destroy at least 10 gems before you start using her, just in case you have to go and use it on herself. Do keep in mind, you have to either win or lose the battle in order to get your maps. It's perfectly fine just simply losing out the battle if you want to. You want to delay the battle as long as possible, just keep grinding out the maps. But you can win as well, but you just don't leave the battle. If you end up leaving the battles, you do not gain the maps. But if you win or lose the battle, you'll get all the maps you've accumulated from the Tyrie. And you can get about 20 per battle, which is the cap. But anyways, that's that. Get rid of that one there. But yeah, that's how you map farm in early game, particularly on a Nintendo Switch version, since it is the event week for it right now, is farming stuff that way. It feels so weird being able to cover early games so easily. Just put it up on screen and we're good to go. Oops, let me go put audio back on. Where's my desktop audio? There we go. There we go. Okay, let's destroy everything. Do I also have a Twitch? I do, however, I never use it. We started streaming originally just on Twitch, but for multiple reasons, we ended up switching over to YouTube, and I never bothered switching back to Switch, or, like, multi-streaming. But no, I pretty much just exclusively stream on YouTube these days. I used to stream on Twitch about 2 years ago or so, but I eventually just completely stopped. I might eventually come back to it some, but for the most part, I just stream on YouTube. And if I ever was to go back to Twitch streaming, it would be YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. It wouldn't just be Twitch. What do we do here? Go and get all that destroyed. Another key. Get this pudding pet. That reminds me, whatever pet it is on the other version, I need to make sure to go get too. Forget what it was. Oh, yeah, never mind. I already got it earlier this morning. I forgot. It was a dragon, and I ended up setting it as my pet as well. That cute little dragon. Let's see. The one that gives dragon bonus. There's actually a few cute little dragons in this game. The one that actually gives the dragon bonus. How is the honor rank? We're still at the same honor we've been. We're currently at rank 1. Or we're still at the really early stages of it, basically. But yeah, I haven't been getting too much today. I think we've only gotten to 2 that you saw on stream, and that's like it. No one's been sending us more. The easiest way to get it, though, is just to talk in global chat. Literally just being present in global chat and helping people whenever they ask questions is the easiest way to really gain it. I just haven't been doing that as much. I mean, because I've also been poking at the Nintendo Switch version. Doesn't currently have it. Let's see. What do I even take here? Grab a yellow over. Also, you can technically gain it from your guild mates as well. However, they are going to undo it if people are just pumping a bunch of ups into a single person. Or, you know, if people are exploiting it to try to game the system. They want it to try to be genuine. Like the actual pluses and... Well, actually, there's not really much that can minus it. The only way you could possibly minus it is if a dev specifically does it. Or if someone reports someone and it's actually successful. There we go. We need 2 more battles, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, exactly 2. And then we'll get more copies of our pudding. Which actually makes me hungry for pudding now. I don't know if I have any pudding in the house. I don't think I do. I don't believe I do. But now I'm hungry for pudding. We'll grab that. I do have ice cream. That'll have to be the next best bet. Also, what kind of ice creams do you guys like? Lately, I found like a triple chocolate thing. And I probably should stop eating it because I eat it way too much. But it's because I can't normally eat too many things that have chocolate in it because of my nut allergy. And almost everything that has chocolate like may contain to some degree. But I finally found one that's really, really good. That I can actually eat. We'll take that down. Pistachio, poison. Let's see, I'll move that over. Grab a skull down. Get another one. Let's see. Would you do an up-to-date Guild War video? Yes. A lot of the team-related videos I've been holding on just because I was waiting for the rebalance in this patch. But yes, we will be covering them in the near future. Probably next week. I want to get around to most of those. Maybe not literally all of them, because they take a lot longer than almost any other video to create. Because of how many decent teams need to be created for them. And if I try rushing the videos, the teams won't be as good. But, yeah, we'll be covering that to some degree in the very near future. I was mainly waiting for this patch because we didn't know if there was going to be any kind of, like, revolutionary, game-changing rebalance happening this patch. That didn't really happen for the most part. But, yeah. Was mainly just waiting on that. Oh, mint chocolate chip's pretty nice. Mint gets tiring after eating it a lot, though. Black cherry's pretty nice. Rocky Road's poison, though. I always just refer to anything with nuts with as poison. That's what it is to me. Let's see. Let's take that down. Grab that again. Another key. Oops. Go for it again. Do I have all my honor away? No, I still have 3 honors to give. I think I've only given out 2 so far. I think one of them was to a dev and one of them was to some other random person. I forget what for. Oh yeah, Napoleon's pretty nice with the triple. Nice variety. Also, let me shut off that heater. How's it still on? There we go. Oh yeah, cookie dough ice cream. That's actually what this triple chocolate thing is. It's double chocolate. It's basically a pure chocolate ice cream with chocolate chips in it, while also being cookie dough. So there's chunks of cookie dough, there's chocolate chips in it, and it's like thick chocolate as well. So it works out nicely. How many puddings did we get? We got 2 puddings. Also, why does it show it in this screen now? You used to have a different screen for it, but now it shows up in this kind of screen. I noticed that earlier last night, and I just saw it was going crazy. But yeah, it is a weird, different screen now. But, well, we got 2 puddings. We still need 6 more. And it does retroactively update now. Before it didn't until you go all the way out the menu. Now it does. Yeah, we need 6 more. Anyways, that's that. Let's go back to raids. Where were we? Where's raids? That's not where raids is. Here's where raids is. Okay, fights, and let's keep going. I might switch back to Mang. But Trickster's still getting the job done, I guess. What do we take? Grab that over. And get our brown for a Trickster on the boss, of course. Also, Hunter's Mark is first. He keeps converting green to purple with those things. He keeps getting in, like, every battle. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. However, we do need green, but we also need purple. So him converting that is both good and bad. Good because it gives us stuff like that. But bad because, it gets rid of one whole color that we need for both our Queen Aurora and our weapon we have there. And we used a lot less color since we're running it this way. We'll move that over, just kill out his last slot. I'm actually going to wait till we get slightly more mana because I don't believe that's currently enough. So let's take a skull for now. Throw another poke on the other guy. Take every skull we see. Hunter's Mark skull will kill him at this point. But let's move that over for now. Yeah, apparently let's take another one. Now one skull will kill it regardless of Hunter's Mark. We'll get another poke onto you. And now almost everything's in one-shot range, especially with Trickster Shot being at 141. Literally everything is at one-shot range. So let's wait on that. Kill the Zhugeoff. I think that's enough damage. Better be. Not going to bother calculating it out because it looks like it's enough. So we'll take that. I can now kill the other one in last slot, and then we just have to worry about a mirror. All we have to do now is basically just cast this on green 2 times. I'm doing it on green just so we don't accidentally feed our mana. Fortunately, that completely missed. Try again. Fortunately, that completely missed. Wow, we didn't even get a single poke of mana. Luckily, we get 2 mana per turn even if we do nothing. So, that should be dead. And dead. The voice volume is still very quiet compared to before. Is it? I can up it some. Let's see. That's about as high as I can up it without making it, let's see. I can up it probably a little bit higher than that if we really had to. But how does it sound now? I have it with, other than just fixing it so it doesn't have static, that's about as high as I can really get it. Maybe if I readjust this some more. But if I adjust it too much higher, it's going to have like a weird static thingy in the background. There we go. Okay, so where were we? Let's go to this one. Because it's going to pick up on like my fan and all those other things. Actually, speaking of my fan, let me turn my laptop fan on so this thing doesn't overheat. What do we even grab here? Let's go grab a blue to brown. We'll gain barrier for that so he doesn't kill us because we're about to actually lose. We haven't lost a single battle yet. And that'd be awful if we lose on a Valraven battle, of all places. Oh, we're up against web spam too. Doesn't he web every skull? Yes he does. That is not good. We could actually lose this. Maybe it is time to switch back to Mang just because there's all these webs all around. But we'll go for that. Hit that. Next is Valraven, of course. As long as Hero lives long enough to cast 2 times, we should be okay. Even if it ends up dying, as long as he gets 2 casts down, we should be perfectly fine. So we'll take that. Looks like we'll be fine. We'll throw this into the Valraven. Kill it with this. A little overkill, but it's fine. We'll take a skull for now. We'll grab that. Should probably take a brown, but before we do, let's kill Valraven. To ensure it doesn't do anything. We'll take a green, I guess. Actually, let me try brown into purple. I just wanted brown, obviously, for barrier, but I'll take that. Full mana. And take a skull. Still not dead. Take the other skull. Now it is. And that's pretty much match. Kill that. And now we just need to get his ability up once, and we should be good to go. Unfortunately, there's no way to do that. How much damage is our ability? That's also not enough. That's unfortunate. No greens or blues. I mean, yellows or blue. So we'll take the yellow. Take that blue. Okay, he's dead. And however much mana he has will help us kill him. And he's dead. There we go. Too bad the actual Zhugeoff doesn't use every color. That would be pretty convenient. But no, there's only 2 things that our player owns that uses every color. Prismatic Orb and Imperial Jewel. We still haven't added any more, unfortunately. How long will I be streaming tonight? Not too much longer. Probably just another half an hour or so. I will be trying to stream around midday or so tomorrow, though. Because, well, the next several days, I'm going to be streaming quite a bit. Today, obviously, we didn't. But the next several days, we will be. Tomorrow will be dedicated to grinding on the Nintendo Switch account, as well as making, ideally, first place on the class event. Not sure if we'll be able to. We're going to be doing some grinding beforehand, obviously, to make sure that we can. It's going to be night restriction, so I'm not sure exactly how that will pan out, but we're going to give it a shot. Other than that, Friday morning, we'll be busy with the new Mythic. We'll be covering that with a stream in the morning, as well as covering it in a video, just going over it briefly, as well as the key opening and all that good stuff, and, you know, everything we do every new Mythic. Other than that, later on in the day, at some later points, I'll be starting on Nintendo Switch and streaming the Gnome grind on that. And then the rest of the weekend for Saturday and Sunday will be entirely Nintendo Switch doing Gnome grind. Because this weekend, not for every other version, but specifically for Nintendo Switch, is a Gnome event. And it's the first Gnome event on the platform, meaning it's the most valuable Gnome event on the platform. Because whatever loot we're getting from those is way more valuable in ultra early game than it is. Actually, we're almost on mid game at this point. But we could probably get out of mid game and finally into, out of early game into mid game finally on the other account. It's still easy enough to show early game content in mid game though, so that will still be fine. We can still very easily show that. But yeah, I think we'll officially, as far as if you count it based on kingdom upgrades, we should officially be out of mid game or out of early game. I mean, next weekend for our Nintendo Switch account. At a total playtime of, I believe, 40 hours. Actually, how much playtime do I currently have? So that might be by some from it idling some, because it's idling like during these streams and stuff. But currently we have, how much time is in it? It's not going to tell me. It still doesn't tell me. It was telling me earlier. Why doesn't it tell me now? There's probably some way to check. That's weird. Why is it not telling me? Other indie games and other small games off the thing are telling me. But for whatever reason, it doesn't say the time on it. But if I'm not mistaken, I think we have, like, realistically 40 hours in it? 30, 40 hours? How long it took us to get out of early game. Normally, I think it takes more like 50 hours or so. But we had a couple factors that made it go a bit quicker, obviously. Like the Death Knight armor and stuff. Let's see. Hello, Pitpap. Welcome. Squirrel? Oh, yeah, let me go hand out a redeem code. We still haven't yet. I'll hand out a redeem code. Let's see. You just had to lower YouTube sound by 75%. Is it that loud? Is the audio too loud now? Let me know. Let me know. I normally keep YouTube at like 50% whenever I run it personally. The only time I ever have to higher it is for people that have it very, very low. Like my own channel. But I don't know. Some people just balance their audio a lot lower than others. Let's see. And it depends mostly on the mic that people are using. I'll throw this down onto green. Let's see. Yeah, I never said nothing about the code yet, but we'll hand out a code. I don't see why not. Obviously, we hand out a code every stream. So let's go and hand out a code now. Where were we? Code section. And we do have plenty right now. I did just get more from Salty the other day. Or I should say the other week. Okay, mark that down so we know we used it. Copy, copy, save it. Get rid of all that. Put it into the code section. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Refresh it all. Paste it again. Oops, that's not where I wanted it. Paste it right there. Copy the whole thing. Copy, copy. Paste, paste. And there we go. There is all of the redeem code for any of you that want to go on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu, whatever your game says there. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Just copy, paste it, and put it in. And you can just click on that link in order to go to the location where you use it. And give same reward as always, 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And it's usable on every platform except for the console versions. And stream just dropped. Whoops. Well, it's back up now. And we're immediately back. Anyways, there you guys go. You guys already pretty much know how to use it. It's fine if the explanation of how to use it got cut off. Pretty sure most people know by now. And if not, feel free to ask. Anyways, where were we? Let's go back to guild. Also, I'm not required to say that like literally every single time. I just like saying it every single time. It's just out of habit pretty much at this point. Because it feels like almost every single time I don't, someone ends up asking why can't I use this on like Xbox or something. So I always just mention it. Well, let's move that over. Grab that one down. Actually, sure, taking green brown could have gotten our barrier, and we actually could have used the mana. Would have went into Queen Aurora. But move that over. Grab a hit down on. I don't know, who do we even want here? Throw that down onto. Ideally, actually, first slot. Oddly enough, I almost don't want to do it on Valraven just so we can one-shot the Valraven now. So now we can just one-shot Valraven. Have to wait it out. We'll take a purple for now. Fine, he'll take some yellow probably, but it's not too big a deal because we'll have full mana next turn. We'll just take that. Even if he takes yellow, he's dead, and he's dead. And now we just need that to have mana so we can go kill his last slot, and we'll be good to go. We should probably double check to see if we'll actually have enough damage or not. Why do I feel like we're not going to have enough? Luckily we have Trickster, so even if it doesn't, we just poke it. We have all the mana for it. So I'll go for it right now. I believe we need more mana on him first, but it's fine. We'll do that. Okay, never mind, it is enough. Overkill that one. And now we just have to go hit it with 2 skulls or do 1 more Trickster. Either or we'll get killed. We'll take that over. And it looks like we're going down a mix of both. We're throwing 1 skull and 1 Trickster. It doesn't look like we can get another skull. Kill with that, and there we go. Yeah, feel free to leave a like on the stream. It does help out. Thank you very much. And I will be setting up my new interface soon. I've just been pretty busy with some life stuff and, of course, you know, new patch, Nintendo Switch release, and all that good stuff. But, yeah, I still want to get a new interface, ideally before our 3-year anniversary? Is it 3 or 4 year? I keep losing track. I believe it's 3-year. But, yeah, I do want to make sure we have, like, a slightly different interface for that. Even if it's still a really basic one, I want to have better overlays than what we have now. Even if we keep this general layout, I want to have better overlays. I might even do a poll for that soon, too. Because I've gotten an opinion from the stream itself, but I haven't done a poll for it yet. If people would want, like, a slightly smaller interface, but have it more organized with, like, almost everything on screen. Or keep it kind of like how it is now, just with a lot of notifications over top of it. Yeah, either or would kind of work. Let's see. Actually, I might even put 3 options down, or 4. Because every single time we do 2, it keeps going to like 50% split. Almost every single poll we've ever done. So we'll do that. Kill that out. Thank you for the subscribe, John. Much appreciated. Like, stuff like that. That doesn't show up on screen. Someone just subscribed. It's supposed to show up on screen, but it's, I currently have it disabled. Just because there wasn't much of a need to have it, since most of the other ones were disabled as well. I still say it, though, out of habit. But we'll go and move that over. Grab a hit onto the... Is that enough to kill Zhugeoff? Let's just assume it is. Yes, it is. Good job. Okay. Soon that will not be enough if he doesn't have enough mana. It already isn't if he doesn't have enough mana. Like, if he has almost 0 mana, it's not going to kill. But kill that out. How is my stream eating up that much memory? It might be because... Oh, you know why? If you're watching this on a phone, the reason why the stream might eat up so much memory at a given time is I currently do have it enabled so you can see 2 hours back in the stream. Of course, we haven't been streaming that long. We've only been streaming for about 58 minutes so far right now. But, yes, the stream is currently set up so that you can see 2 hours backwards into the stream. That might be why it's a little bit bigger. If you're watching on, like, mobile or something. If you're watching on PC, I'm pretty sure it makes, like, no difference whatsoever. Take that. Grab a hit down onto... I guess we'll do it on you in case we get skull to skull. So we can double skull kill. Speaking of that, did we let him have a skull? No. No skull for you. Okay, so we'll go grab... is there any way we could double skull? I don't think so. Let's take that for now. Oh, we could have if that would have cascaded. Oh well. We can still get that second skull. It just won't be back-to-back. We'll take that for now. All of our mana we need for both of those. Take a skull. Okay, now we just like one-shot to one-shot to one-shot. So we do that. Oh no, don't you dare. Okay, good. He didn't hit anything of relevance. Oh, but now he has 0 mana, so I can't kill him. Fail. Oh, well, that's fine. Now we gotta wait till he gets mana again. Because I do not believe that is enough otherwise. How much is our Trickster at? 192. Point, we just cast both of them if we truly had to as well. So let me cast this, and if it's not enough, we'll kill it with Trickster. Okay, there we go. It is enough. Is there a weekend event? Yes and no. There is no weekend event for PC Mobile this week. However, there is a new Mythic this Friday. Also, however, there is one on Nintendo Switch if you happen to play on both platforms. But, yes, there's none on every... excluding Nintendo Switch, there is no weekend event this weekend. However, we do have a new Mythic. So, that's kind of our event week. But yes, there's no specific tasks to do, which is one of the reasons why I'm going to be on my other account for a good bulk of the time. I'm not even sure how much I'll cover the Mythic in a morning stream on Friday. We probably will to some degree, but it's a pretty underwhelming Mythic, unfortunately. One of the most underwhelming they've added in a while. Unless there's some kind of really secret meta that will develop out of it. I don't really see much that's going to be used for. It does seem a little bit towards the underwhelming side. There might be something I'm completely forgetting about that it might be useful for. If it was 100% chance to summon Wrath instead of Wrath Lust, or 100% chance of summoning Lust instead of Wrath or Lust, I feel like it could have potential. But because it's one or the other, and you don't know which, it makes it a little pretty inconsistent to actually use. If you knew which one it would do, it'd be a lot easier to use. Or if they ever add choice abilities, where you actually have the ability to choose which one you actually specifically want. They still don't have choice abilities in this game yet, probably because it would be too annoying to code. But it'd be pretty cool if they did start adding those. Like abilities that are either random, if it does one or the other. Ones that actually lets you choose if you want to do one or the other. Plenty of card games have actually implemented that. This game has not, though. Okay, let's see. Do we even bother with that skull? I don't think we do, because all we have to do is hit this on Zhugeoff, and then that will get rid of Stealthy, so we can just one-shot that with Trickster. And that's match. There we go. Should have about 5 more battles. I don't think we're going to get that double orb in time. However, if both those orbs are small blue, we technically have enough to craft Zhugeoff. No. We're probably going to have to wait until one more major blue before we get Zhugeoff, unfortunately. But I think I might immediately craft Zhugeoff once we can now. Mainly because they buffed him this patch. Plus, I want to kind of cover a video on him soon, since he did get buffed. Mainly in relevance to Delves. Might even wait before the Delves video before going over him, I'm not sure. But, because on the Delve video, I will be repeating a lot of teams. And in order to not repeat a lot of teams, I'm going to try doing a unique one for each Delve. Like, for example, Hiking Iron Gut can be ran for like 75% of Delves. Or at least a good number, and whatever he can't be run for, Zhugeoff can. So literally, if I was to show the absolute meta for Delves, it would only actually show 2 or 3 teams, all based around Zhugeoff or Iron Gut. So I do want to show a few others other than that. And I do cover the video, obviously, because not everyone owns those 2 troops. Not even us. We don't even own Zhugeoff yet. We will very soon, though. Zhugeoff takes like a whole year to obtain. The average obtain time of a Zhugeoff is 9 months to 18 months to obtain a Zhugeoff. And currently he's been available for 14 months. He was added late February last year is when he was added to the game, as well as orbs in general. However, there have been more ways to gain orbs since then. Don't you dare kill something important. That was something important. Oh no. Do you have Stealthy? No, you do not, because I'm not using you with the correct hero class. Almost always when you run Trickster Shot, you run with Stealthy, because Trickster Shot's the most important thing to keep alive on your team whenever you are running it. So we have a problem now. Plan B, grab that. Wait till Freeze goes unlocked before we do that. We hit Zhugeoff twice, and now it's a race of who gets mana first, which should be us. Because this weapon gets mana so quick, plus we have 2 Queen Auroras. Okay, we should be fine. We'll take a skull, throw a hit. The only thing we have to worry about is his Shadow Blade killing us, which shouldn't happen. Let's do this on green. Extra turn, and he's dead. He's super dead. There we go. And 2 more battles. Technically 4 more. And we got a Valraven in first slot. Okay, let's take that for now. Grab all that. Let's see. We'll go, and I almost just want to do this on first slot so we can kill him on the skull. How much damage is that? Would that actually bring it to kill range? I believe so. Let's see. What do we take here? Go throw that down onto... Actually, do we still let him skull us? Don't know which one I want first. Now, Valraven has to go down first. But I kind of want more damage on it. You know what? We'll do it this way. Okay, so we'll do that. 1 skull will actually not kill it. It'll survive with 1 HP, and thus we can get a Doom Skull with it. Fail. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best of ideas. We'll hit the Zhugeoff next. Should have probably done it the other way around. Because now we're dependent on not just a skull, but also for that Hunter's Mark to kind of stay on it. You know what? I might just have to double Trickster Shot it. Oh, even that won't be enough damage. I should just kill the Zhugeoff in the first place. Fail. Or hit the Zhugeoff, I should say. Oh, see ya, Ian. Have a good time. Have a good week. Let's see. Any Mythic is like Gargantar. Oh yeah. This next Mythic that's coming out is probably the most skippable Mythic they've added all year. And by all year, I mean, like, literally, within the last year, it's the most skippable mythic they've actually added. Not even just counting the last 4 months, but literally just the last 12 months. It is the most skippable mythic in a while. For 2 reasons. One, it's a mythic for Cinder Mirage, and Cinder Mirage is currently the lowest amount of troops of any kingdom, and that means it's not going to be needed for 10-star anytime soon. No time even remotely soon will be required for 10-star. The other reason why it's so useless is it's just a useless mythic, and obviously useless mythics are just bad. Sometimes useless mythics are obtained simply for the kingdom bonus, but it'll be a while before Cinder Mirage requires it for 10-star or higher. So yeah, there's very, very little need to craft this next mythic or try to obtain it. Even if you have more than half the mythics in the game, it might almost not be worth it. Of course, once you have a certain amount of mythics, like if you're still only missing like 10 or less, then yeah, you probably go for it, just because it's a guaranteed chance to gain a mythic you don't own. But unless you're getting really close to full mythic completion, I would skip this mythic for sure, as it is horrifically bad. Unless we figure out something to use it for, but even then, it's probably not worth it for whatever it's going to be used for, because it's going to be so situational that it's almost never going to be used, even if it does get found for something. The only thing I could really think of is if we ever get like a good true damage skull spam team, it might work for. Like with Orion and stuff like that. But none of those really exist at the moment, at least not consistently. Maybe they'll eventually add a mythic that has 100% chance to do true damage on skulls. Though I highly doubt that, because the game became really, 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 really ridiculously broken the last time they did that. But that was mainly because they added it to literally everything. Like, commons had it, rares had it, ultra rares had it, epics had it, legends had it. Like, everything in the game had some version of that 100% chance to do true damage. But if they only added to, like, one mythic, it would probably be a bit more balanced. Especially if that mythic required a lot of mana for stuff, which mythics do. That would be blocking all your mana. What do we take here? Let's go grab this on the first slot, so he's one-shot range. And then move on from there, with Trickster shotting the rest for exactly one-shots. Oh, I want that skull. Okay, we'll just wait a turn. Throw this on Zhugeoff. Probably not enough damage. Nope, 5 HP! You gotta wait for that higher mana. Oh well, not that big a deal. We'll go kill out that. Do need to make sure we poke Zhugeoff with something. No matter what that is, but we do have to poke him. Looks like we might just Trickster shot waste on him. Because I can't hit that, and we're not going to bother doing it on first slot. So yeah, we'll waste the Trickster shot, take a skull, one more Trickster shot, and that should be match. Now we just kind of play a waiting game and trying to get that mana. Or skull. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing with that Death Mark? I'm going to take a brown here just to make sure Death Mark doesn't kill us, just in case. Kill that out, and all we need now is a Trickster shot. Come on now. Well, luckily we get mana over time. We'll just wait and take a yellow for now, and then take a brown if he hits us. He did not hit us, nor did Death Mark. So I guess we just go for some greens for now. Try getting our mana up. Don't want to do it on purple because he needs it. And then he's dead. Well, if you have over 2,500 gems, you might want to start saving them for events. Events now have potions attached to them, making them even easier now than they were before. In late game, they just become like a cakewalk now with potions. What do we take here? I'm actually going to let him hit us. We're going to go for Trickster immediately on Zhugeoff, of course. Let him poke us. I kind of want to take a brown just for the sake of not losing our hero. But his... Oh! Wait, never mind. We did have barrier already. Never mind. That would have killed it otherwise because of that Doom Skull. Okay, let's play a little bit safer. Let's take that barrier again. Whoops, almost died there. Take our yellow. Grab a hit onto, I guess, first slot, since we normally wouldn't be able to hit him. Because he currently hit us and now doesn't have stealthing anymore. Oh, wow. He actually randomly hit our hero. That's not good. Well, we'll take that for now. That should be up in 2 turns. We'll just take a blue or a yellow for now. One skull will not kill. I'll take one that doesn't directly give him a skull. So we'll do that. Is that enough damage to kill? Yes, it is. So we'll do that. Kill it before it does a bunch of purples. Wait till his last slot gets a little bit more mana so we can actually kill it. I don't believe we currently can. We'll stick purple for now. Let's see. We'll have mana next turn. This should be enough damage, hopefully. Yes, it is. And now we can just simply take a Trickster and kill it. May Mythic might be worse. Oh no, I didn't look at the May Mythic yet. It might be. Oh, so this is our final raid, unless we get a Valraven here. Oh no, no Valraven. Oh well. See how far we progressed. I think we ended up doing it high enough. We should be in like top 10 in the guild. And however many we did should be enough for the week. Okay. What do we take here? I guess I just keep taking Brown for now. Though then again, never mind. We don't have enchant yet. Never mind. We need to get one cast off before we start just taking random manas. Because the first cast gives us our enchant. And until then, we don't gain passive free mana for our hero. So we'll take that down for now. Luckily that cascaded, otherwise he would have gone 5 times blue. But we'll do that, and now we start passively gaining mana. So now we can just pass our turns doing almost nothing if we really had to. Just automatically gain some mana over time. Wait till Zhugeoff gets a little bit more before we do anything. Take a skull because we can. I guess we take another purple here to go get another Trickster. I can't throw it on first. Actually, I have to throw it on that. I don't even have a choice. No point in throwing on Zhugeoff. At least not in this situation now. We'll wait until he gets a little bit more mana. I think that should be enough now. Plus we get to pass our turn into another hit. I'm going to have to double tap this guy, unfortunately, because they both have stealthy. So I can't target them. I guess we try for a purple up there. Didn't get it, but we did regain a barrier. So let's take skull for now. Get that up. Take skull. Throw Trickster. And I think that is enough to kill with 169. And down it goes. There we go. Okay. And where does that put us in our guild? 5th. So by the time the weekends, we'll probably be at like 20th. But there we go. Okay. Oh wow, is he actually going for leaderboard? I think he is. That's 51,000. Yeah, he is. He actually going for leaderboard. No wonder why it's actually so high as well. He's going for leaderboard. Always pretty nice. Also, people keep changing our banner. Anyways, let's go take our tribute. Did we get any more honor? Probably not. Only people we really could have gotten it from was from defend battles. Yeah. No more honors received. Still need like another 3 things there until it moves up another one. But yeah, we'll get it in time. I think actually after we get it upgraded once, it actually starts giving us like some kind of daily reward or something. I got 3 gem keys when we got that very first one. Which isn't a lot, but obviously it still helps. Yeah, nice little tributes. Grab our mail, which appears to be a legendary task. We're actually getting a lot of legendary tasks done. How much is the gold contributed this week? I might need to go contribute more gold. Let's see. Let me go grab all my seals before I forget. Let's see. Because people will need it for that Mythic this Friday. Actually, have we hit 40k yet? Yeah, we already hit 40k. That or my seals I just took ended up doing it. I haven't even hit the 200 trophy mark. I should probably go do that soon. Let's see. Yeah, we got 6 million, 5 million, 4 million, 7 million, 6 million, 6 million, 10 million. I guess we'll donate a little bit more. What are we at right now? I guess we'll go up to 5 million more. Let's go donate 5 million, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there we go. If everyone's gonna go and help contribute, might as well. And what do we get from that? We end up getting... actually, let's just open it all at once. What do we get? From 5 million gold, and everyone in the guild gets this. It could have been better, but we get 62 glory keys, 300 glory, 17 gem keys, and a bunch of what are currently useless straight stones, though they might be useful starting next patch. But, yeah, there we go. 17 gem keys. And how did we not get any event keys from that? Gosh. There we go. And now we're running low on gold. I need to go farm some more gold soon on this account. Of course, just spamming PvP over and over again is the best way of going about that. But anyways, let's go do a little Underworld right now. I didn't get a Zhugeoff, so we can't go do Zhugeoff Underworld. But I guess we'll just keep farming this location for now. I'll probably just run it once for now. Oh yeah, we did get new rooms. Look at this. Got a bunch of leprechauns here. All allied troops gain greedy at the start of future battles. Wait. Greedy. Oh no, they nerfed it then. Because we can't get Cedric as often here now, can we? Ah! They fixed our farming method. But no, greedy is still 25%. So that's still better than nothing. So I guess we go and head right there. It's still worth going for, even though it's not as much. We just take these 3 rooms, go for greedy, and go from there. But yeah, let's go for it. But yeah, they did add more rooms. They definitely added more rooms. That's the 3rd new room I've seen. They added that one Vinberic run, they added that one, and they added some weird one to 1.3. I forgot exactly what it was. But, yeah, they have added some more rooms this patch. I forget if it even said that anywhere in the patch notes, but they definitely added at least a few. Oh yeah, wait, is greedy? Wait, is greedy not, let me go double check. Wait, is greedy that one trait that does the 2 gold thingy? Why would they do that? Because Mimic would already have it. Let's see, Moneybags was the other one. I forget what the other one was called then. Yeah, greedy's that 2 gold every so-and-so. I don't know, we'll go check. Because if they made it the same thing as Mimic, that wouldn't really make much sense. They made it the exact same benefit as Mimic. Okay, let me go check. Because, yeah, it is merchant, isn't it? Yeah, never mind. You're right. That's not worth going for. Oh, no. They added a useless treasure room. Well, at least... Whoa! Never mind. Maybe it's not a useless treasure room. It's still less than a Cedric. But, wow, that base gold is high. 2,000 base gold. That is the highest base gold treasure room in the entire game. Never mind. We take that room last. That is the absolute last room we take. That is a ridiculously high base gold. We get like 600 gold, 6,000 gold just for that battle. Probably even more by the time we get there. Never mind. Oh, this one's new too. We got a bunch of pirates. What do they do? All future enemies gain 2 attack. Did it not say this in the patch notes, or did I completely miss it? Or did, when I read it at the time, they didn't put it in the patch notes? But yeah, they added at least like a dozen, it seems. Because there's now 1.4 off of 4. There's a bunch of these other rooms. But yeah, nice to see them adding more rooms. Gives more diversity to delves. It might slightly nerf things sometimes, though. Depending on what the current meta is for various delves. But overall, still nice to see more. Throw a key down. Do that again. Throw another key. Also, if anyone still has any other questions, let me know. We'll probably be doing this delve and then heading off for the night. And the rest I'll just do off stream for everything else. But tomorrow, we will be streaming around midday. Sometime that will work good for Europe, hopefully. But other than that, we will be mainly going and doing Guild Wars in early game on the other account. 3 days worth of Guild Wars. As well as trying to make #1 leaderboard. Or at least very close to #1 leaderboard, if not exactly #1. On the Nintendo Switch version for the class event. Which is actually the night class. I forget what it is on the normal version. Actually, what is the class event tomorrow on normal version? Obviously, we'll just be doing the free battles on our main account. Because it's not worth really contesting leaderboard. But I actually forget which one it is. I'll go double check in a second. I think it was some pretty useless hero class, whatever it was. Yeah, we're doing a Thursday midday stream. Not in the morning, but it should be a little bit later than that. But yeah, sometime tomorrow. Earlier than 8 p.m. we will be streaming. And doing a bunch of grind, and then actually doing Guild Wars, and then a bunch of other stuff. Anyways, what am I looking for? I'm looking for class event tomorrow for this version. Oh yeah, it's pretty... it's actually not useless. Bard is not a horrible hero class. It's mainly only used for Yellow Guild War Day and 4 times Wild Folk team. However, it's really good for Yellow Guild War. Like, insanely good for Yellow Guild War. That's probably like one of the only reasons you even bother upgrading it to any degree. Is specifically to bring it out for Yellow Guild War Day. But yeah, look at how high this thing's gold is. That is 2,000 gold. This other better treasure room is 1,000 gold. That is double the gold, even though it's lower multiplier, of course, and everything. Let me take this 1.3 room and go around from there. But yeah, every single day for the rest of this week, we'll have a midday stream. Friday and Saturday, assuming I don't oversleep, will be at the normal time of around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or so. And the, actually, I shouldn't say that because the Saturday one will probably be a little bit later. I'm doing it on the Switch account. But yeah, the Friday one should be at normal time. This Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday one will probably be more towards midday because they're going to go on for like 8+ hours on those 3 days. I'll throw that down. And normally when they're a little bit later, I like sleeping in and actually making sure I get sleep. Because when they're that long and I don't get sleep, there's no way I'm lasting for like 8-10 hours. Got to make sure I get more sleep for them. When we do the 10 a.m. stream and only do it for a few hours, it's a lot more manageable if I don't get as much sleep. But obviously for doing it for like 8+, it's definitely not as good to do. Okay, what do we need here? Obviously save that room for last. I guess we'll just do it in multiplier order, even though we have to take this treasure room. We'll take this, the other one, the one to the left, and then top right. Watching Tacit sleep? No, I will not stream myself sleeping. Let's see. We'll grab all that. Get a yellow there. Take a red there. Can you explain why you do rooms in a specific order? Normally, it's multiplier order. And the reason for multiplier order is the loot that you get for each room is affected per the multiplier you currently have. So getting the higher multipliers out of the way first is normally better order. However, you sometimes don't always do it multiplier order when there are treasure rooms. Treasure rooms, depending on what their loot are, sometimes makes you do them in a different order. For example, if it is a Cedric room that ends up giving us a 600 out of 600 gold cap instead of 200 out of 200, or 500 out of 500 if it was at 100 already, like stuff like that would end up wanting to go for immediately. However, something like this Leprechaun room, which is going to be a 2,000 gold all at once, because it's so much gold we're going to want to save it for as last as possible in order to get as high as a multiplier on it. But more often than not, you do it on multiplier order if you have no clue what order to do it in. So we'll take this 1.25, then we take this 1.2, and then we go over to the treasure room. Let's see. Is it sort of like Candy Crush? Let's see. Oh, sorry, I didn't see your previous question. Maybe a dumb question for most of you. But what are you looking at? You're currently looking at a match 3 RPG game called Gems of War. If I was to compare it to any game, I'd probably compare it to that of Puzzles and Dragons, for the most part. As far as, like, how it's set up. Or maybe even not that. I don't know. It's like a weird mix of Puzzle Quest 1, Puzzles and Dragons, and, I guess Darkest Dungeon. I always compare it to Darkest Dungeon, even though some people don't really consider it that much like Darkest Dungeon. I feel like it is. It's 4 troops that you end up using, and you have to strategize based on that. Of course, as far as actual gameplay is a lot different, but as far as team building, it's similar to that. But anyways, yes, it's basically like Candy Crush, I guess you could kind of consider it. It's part of the match 3 genre, which is basically just a board where you take a bunch of gems from, which end up doing something gameplay related that you then have to try winning the battle with. And in this case, it's a bunch of various troops that you have as a form of cards, and you have to go and use your 4 troops to kill out the enemy 4 troops in various different battles for a bunch of various loot. And that's basically the whole premise of the game for the most part. It's like the same thing except 1,000 times better. Yeah, that's a good way of explaining it too. Gems of War, I would say, is the best match 3 game in the entirety of the genre, personally. Not everyone would think the same, but pretty sure most people that play Gems of War would think that way, for the most part. Some people that do play Gems of War do prefer Puzzle Quest, but that was mainly because it's a single purchase game. It's very similar to Gems of War. It's actually made by the same developers of Gems of War, which is why it's so similar. I believe they're working on Puzzle Quest 3 as well. They still haven't officially announced it, but there's like a 99% chance they're to some degree working on Puzzle Quest 3. When it will be released, we have no clue. Could be a year, could be years. There's almost a guaranteed chance they're working on Puzzle Quest 3. I'm actually pretty hyped for it, even though we know absolutely nothing about it. Just because it's probably going to be the best Puzzle Quest they've released to date, most likely. And there's a good chance that it might have multiplayer as well, which is something that Gems of War technically doesn't have. Even though it has kind of somewhat multiplayer-like elements, it doesn't have any actual multiplayer in it. Which doesn't mean it won't eventually get it, but if it ever did, it would be under some kind of mini-game. It wouldn't be like a designated... Or it mainly just be like a side game mode. It wouldn't be like a main aspect of the game. And similar thing would happen to Puzzle Quest 3, even if it did have it. Like, Puzzle Quest 3 is mostly going to be a single-player experience, almost guarantee, like all the other Puzzle Quests. Unless they do it down a different angle for whatever reason. Let's see. Put that down. We need reds and greens at the moment. Start getting Egg Thief up. All he's going to do is just keep exploding, though. Actually, that could be really dangerous. Is how many skulls he could get. It should be fine. How can you be 99% sure of Puzzle Quest 3 unless you have inside info? Because Salty keeps accidentally kind of saying stuff in a way that makes it kind of obvious that they are. Salty's one of the developers that are associated with it, and we actually even asked her again last night, and she didn't deny that they're working on it. She just said that, you know, she says wording that says, like, to a degree that they're basically saying, you know, like normal PR stuff. They're basically saying, like, they can't really disclose any info on that at the moment, but they never at any point said they are not working on Puzzle Quest 3. They just said, they didn't say that they're working on Puzzle Quest 3, but they've never denied that they aren't working on Puzzle Quest 3. So they're probably working on Puzzle Quest 3. We'll throw a key down. And there we go. Yeah, Salty's the community manager. She also streams every Monday normally. But yeah, does anyone else have any other questions before I end out for tonight? Or anything you want me to go over? Otherwise, yeah, we'll be back. I can't give a designated time tomorrow because I know if I do give a designated time, there's almost a guaranteed chance it could get shifted slightly. But yeah, sometime midday. It could be around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Could be a little bit later. Not sure yet. But sometime tomorrow, we will be starting a stream and going on for like 8 hours straight or so. And the main goals will be playing on Nintendo Switch account, doing the Hero Class event on the Nintendo Switch account, maybe our main account as well, and, you know, general stuff with that. And just having a bunch of fun on that account. since it's still in really early game. It's almost breaking out of early game. Probably this weekend it will. But at the current moment in time, it's still an early game. Plus, we'll be doing a bunch of guild wars on that account. It should be a cakewalk. I'm not even sure if it will or will not be. We are in a bracket that should be hard. Even though we're all the way down in bracket 23, we have some of the better guilds in the game in this bracket. So we should have some challenging battles at least. So we should see what it actually looks like. What proper guild wars looks like in early game. Yeah, we'll see how that pans out. No problem, Tommy. Glad you appreciate it. Always appreciate you guys coming down every night, even if you only make it occasionally. Really great to have people to talk to and just mess around with the game with. Throw that down. And how did that kill? Okay, let's get that down. And let's go for another key. And that should be a match. And if it's not, then one skull will. Oops, we are entangled. Never mind. Whoops. Okay, that'll almost kill it. And now he agile. Now we're not entangled, but he gets 20% agile. Go figure. Okay, now he's dead. There we go. Oh yeah, we have a ton of videos for newer players, and I will be making some new guides soon. Very, very soon on utilizing the Nintendo Switch account, going over early game content. We've been explaining it some on stream, obviously, but obviously some people will not necessarily catch it if I end up mentioning something like how to properly farm maps 3 hours into an 8-hour stream. So obviously I will be covering some of those in their own independent videos later on. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for coming down. Let me just double check one last time for any questions I may have missed, or just post them again. Oh, one more question about delves. Do you use the same start to take the highest multiplier when your faction events are going on? Yes. Though for faction events, it's even more important that you take same multiplier order, because it also affects your amount of points you end up getting. So for example, let me just go and explain it real quick how we would go about doing this delve. So this delve's a little bit of a weird format because it has multiple branching paths. Normally, the way that you go about this is checking 3 rooms immediately. You check this to see if it's a 1.3. Upstream went down for a second. Let me wait a second. Okay, but anyways, you check this room to see if it's a 1.3. You check this room to see if it's more than a 1.3. And then you check this to make sure it's at least 1.15. Actually, never mind. I believe that's the default of it. But you basically check to see if that's 1.2. So at this point, we already know that this one's better. Unless this was 1.4, but I don't think the new 1.4 room can really appear that often. But yeah, so now we know we have to go down this path to get this 1.3. With that being said, we check this for 1.3, and it's only a 1.2 treasure room. We then check this to see if it's high. It's only 1.15. So now we know we take, basically, let's see, this was 1.25. So we take this room, this room, this room, this room, double check to see if this is worth going. If it was a 1.2, probably would be. These are both treasure rooms, so we could just delay them and do it that way. So we don't have to take this room, this room, this room, this room. If we're going multiplier order, we then go this, this, this. However, if we want to go treasure order, which is you sometimes do more on the daily delves just because you don't necessarily need to worry about the multiplier as much, we would then go... there's basically 2 ways we do this room. It's either this, and then take the boss room, and that would be multiplier order. Or if we go in loot order, it'd be this, that, and that would be the order. So either of those 2 orders would be the most optimal way to do this current delve. And that does change per delve. Some delves are really, really simple and straightforward as far as what you do. For example, Fangmore, where it's just one single path. Oh yeah, we'd have to use a scroll to actually go show that. But if you've ever been in Fangmore, I guess we can go waste a scroll. It's not that big a deal. But Fangmore is just one single path, so it's pretty obvious which way you have to go. The only time you have to make a decision is once you reach this room on if you go up or lower. But all you have to do is check this. Hey, that's a new room too we haven't seen. You just check this and see if it's 1.3. If it is 1.3 or higher, you basically go this way because this is a treasure room, so you want to save it. And this one, oh, that's a new one too. Wow, what is with all these new rooms? A lot of new treasure rooms too. You know what? I think they did that to deliberately nerf Cedric. Conspiracy now. They're nerfing our gold rate by adding a bunch of different gold rooms over top of it. Fail. But yeah, we can't get Cedric as often. That's both good and bad because some delves it's actually better. Like this delve actually doesn't want to see Cedric rooms because getting these higher gold rooms are actually better than Cedric rooms because it appears so late into the delve. However, that does nerf Warrens, unfortunately, which is unfortunate. But it was already giving way too much loot, so that's somewhat understandable. It was basically like the best gold rate in the game. Now with how much they nerfed it, it's probably not as consistent now to get Cedrics. But anyways, guys, that's all for now. I'll catch you all later. Thanks for stopping by. Oh yeah, we can delay delves. You are allowed to delay delves. It's a mechanic you can do. Any delve that you put here, like for example the one we just put on Fangmore, this will last here literally forever. We could decide to do this a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, and it'll still be here. As soon as you actually use a scroll, your scroll is used. You need to make sure you use all 3 of your scrolls each day. But once you've specifically actually used them on a delve, you can save it for any time. So we can do this weekend, we can do it tomorrow, we can do it whenever. Doesn't matter how long we wait, it'll still be there. You just want to make sure that that number is at 0 by the end of every day. However you do that is however you choose, but you mainly just want to make sure that one is 0. But yes, you can use scrolls on various delves to delay them for later times if you so choose. How do you see treasure rooms? You just kind of have to know. Normally it's the ones that just have higher gold. It's different for each delve, but it's consistent where they are in each delve. In Warrens, it's 100% chance there's a treasure room here, and there's a % chance there's a treasure room here as well as here. And as far as which ones are treasure rooms, it's this one and this one. This other one is treasure room. Bet easiest way to tell is that gold value above 500? If it is, it's a treasure room most likely. If it's not, then no. But yeah, if that number is like over 500, I believe every single treasure room has that gold number over 500. Though, however, for whatever reason, I don't think this one is, which is weird. Because I'm pretty sure this is a 100% treasure room. But yet this is not actually a treasure room. It's only 250. Oh, but it has a high amount of glory. Never mind. So it is a treasure room, but it's a glory treasure room instead of a gold treasure room. Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't think about that. But yeah, this is a glory treasure room instead of a gold treasure room. Which seems weird because the whole thing with dwarves is that they're gold. Why are they guarding glory? That doesn't make any sense. If you were to make any of them gold related, that would be the one you'd make gold related. So that's kind of strange, but whatever. It seems to be your glory room. But still, the biggest thing that makes treasure rooms obvious is just they have one single loot that is way above any other loot for whatever reason. And normally it's gold, however that one was glory, and apparently they might be adding a soul one eventually. Which kingdom is Night Class? You get Night Class from completing out the Sword's Edge Kingdom. If you're on Nintendo Switch, you'd want to have that done by tomorrow, just to save yourself some time tomorrow. Do early game enemies in scale up with your level? Yes, if you're talking about things like Explore and Challenges. Quests, Explore, and Challenges scale up to your level, up to about level... I forget when it stops scaling. I know it gets slightly harder at 50, gets slightly harder at 100, and I forget if it gets slightly harder at another level range, but I know for sure they increase in difficulty slightly at 50 and 100 until they become their full form. And the main thing that gets improved is their traits. Initially, they start with no traits. Then at level 50, I think they have like some occasionally. Then at 100, they have slightly more. And I forget at what level range they have all of them. But at some level range, they eventually get every single trait pretty much, or at least nearly every single trait. But yes, they do slightly upscale with your level. Not much though. And it's mainly just to make sure they scale with the rate of trait stones within the game. Because obviously when you're first starting out, you basically have no traits. Once you're around level 50, you might have one occasionally, which is about how many they have. And once you reach about 100, you have a few, and that's how many the enemy has, so on and so forth. But yeah, I forget where all the scales are. I know it improves by 50 and 100 though. But no other location really scales that much off your level. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you all later. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you all have a wonderful week. And we will be back tomorrow for a long Gems of War stream going over Guild Wars on the other account, as well as the class event on the other account, as well as maybe messing around with some stuff on our main and maybe some more 4.3 stuff. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you all later, and goodbye, everyone.